To see this come to fruition has been, it's magical.
Well, for half a century, one man was responsible for taking pictures, and they were of some of the biggest moments in state government. But his pictures were stuck in the halls of the State Archive building. Now, decades later, everyone can see Eddie Doc Helm's full collection. WCIA 3's Cole Hinkey will give us a closer look at it.
Doc Helm, also known as One Shot Doc, spent decades documenting the history of Illinois, frame by frame.
Dad always said that this wasn't a job to him. This was his first love, is to take pictures.
His daughter Beverly Helm Renfro grew up watching her father work as the state photographer. His catalog includes state politicians, celebrities, presidents, as well as future presidents.
I wasn't thinking of that. That was just Dad taking pictures.
But his collection, now up to 45,000 negatives and counting, were stored away in the State Archives building. Thanks to a $60,000 grant, the State Archives office is finally able to print Helm's pictures. All of them are being added online.
If you're writing about Illinois for almost a half a century period, it's going to behoove you to consult this collection.
Helm's first job in Springfield was raising and lowering the flag every day at the top of the Capitol. It didn't take long to climb a different ladder.
Again, he was not just the state photographer, but he was the leading African-American photographer in central Illinois, if not in Illinois, back in the day.
Helm took on the job in the 40s. For decades, he was taking pictures of the most powerful people in the state and country. But after the film was used up, he was no longer welcome.
Because he could go in and take pictures, but he couldn't eat there.
Helm knew he was documenting history, and he wanted to make sure everyone involved got their due.
He was very aware of that. He wanted to make sure that people understood that there were also blacks that had jobs here with the state of Illinois.
Beverly Helm Renfro is almost through the first 21,000 pictures uploaded to the website. Out of every single one, this self-portrait stands out the most. When you look at that picture, what do you see?
My father. That is him with that camera.
Now, Doc actually had two collections, one for the state and a personal one as well, which is made up of photos for family and friends. Beverly still has those negatives, so she's working on getting them all printed.